I'm Ken Werner, Principal of Nutmeg Consultants and a Senior Analyst and Editor at Insight Media.
So we're here in LatinDisplay here in Brazil, and I've been asking people about their advice to the industry here and the government about display policy, which is half the reason we're here. What's your advice, Ken?
Well, for at least 15 years, there have been people here who have been very vigorously and imaginatively promoting the development of the display industry. And the Mamana family, Carlos, Alaije, and Victor, have been in the forefront of that effort, and it's now going into the second generation of this family. So they know a lot about what needs to be done, but in a country that does not have a tradition of display manufacturing, although there certainly is other kinds of electronic manufacturing, it's sometimes hard to get things moving. So my recommendation for some years now, and I'm still making similar recommendations, is to start with things that are easy, including back-end assembly. And this is something that Brazil is already doing, and for instance, iPads are about to be assembled here. Other kinds of computing devices have been assembled here for quite some time,
yep.
and therefore there's going to be back-end assembly, and is back-end assembly on display modules.
Yes.
There has initially been a large initiative with Hanhai and Foxconn and their captive display company, CMI, to open a fab in Brazil. And that negotiation has at least stalled, and it may be that it's starting too ambitiously, because it was a Gen 8 plant starting with the idea of large television displays. It might make much more sense to start with TFT backplanes for perhaps e-ink type devices, or for smaller LCD developments, such as panels for tablets and for smartphones.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a few years ago a successful small display company called DisplayTech, which made small alphanumeric displays,
mm-hmm.
Small quantities, batch production. And they had customers such as Volkswagen, where they made a small display locally for an odometer display.
Yeah.
So small production and customization is one approach, and perhaps larger scale production, but smaller displays and smaller fabs might be another approach.
What do you think about the idea of vertical markets versus consumer markets? So focusing on aerospace or automotive or banking or other industries?
Well, since Brazil has a very active aerospace industry, doing aerospace displays seemed like a logical thing to do, but Embraer seems to have contractual commitments, which they're very happy with, to simply buy in complete qualified display modules from outside.
Yeah.
But it's a very good strategy to bring in glass from the outside, just as the aerospace and military modifiers do in the United States for specialized applications here in Brazil.
Right.
And that's something that I've been having discussions with people about this afternoon.
Well, I hope those things proceed and Brazil gets their act together here.
So do I, Chris. Thank you very much.
Thanks.